There are journeys we admire, journeys we celebrate, journeys we think are impossible, and then there is this journey. A journey so long, so unbroken, so far beyond the limits of what life should survive, that even scientists once refused to believe it was real. Imagine flying across the entire Pacific Ocean, with no land below you, no place to rest, no pause for food, no moment to sleep on solid ground. Imagine a creature that lifts into the air once, and doesn't touch the earth again for 12,000 kilometers, not with technology, not with engines, not with human invention, just wings, just instinct, just the beating of a tiny heart stronger than steel. You are watching Biography Plus, and today you are about to witness one of the greatest survival stories on our planet. The unbelievable, unstoppable, world-shattering flight of the Bar-Tailed Godwit. This is the bird that redefines limits. The bird that transforms the impossible into a daily migration, the bird that outflies storms, outlasts hunger, and crosses oceans so wide they look like entire worlds from above. This is a journey that only nature could write. Our story begins in the far north, a land carved by wind, cold, and silence, the Alaskan tundra. A place where summer lasts only a few weeks, but those weeks explode with life here. The Bar-Tailed Godwit builds its nest here. Under the long northern light, its chicks hatch into a world where instinct must grow faster than fear. Because they're destined not to stay here, they're destined to leave this place and attempt a journey longer than any animal should be capable of surviving. But before that journey begins, something miraculous happens. The Godwit begins to transform. Its body changes shape, its organs shift position, its blood thickens with oxygen, and the tiny bird begins the impossible process of preparing for a flight that will stretch across half the earth. For weeks, it eats relentlessly, thousands of insects, worms, clams, until its body becomes almost a perfect fuel tank. Its intestines shrink, its stomach reduces to almost nothing, its digestive system temporarily shuts down so that every gram of weight is reserved for power. The bird becomes an engine with feathers. A creature built for endurance in a way no other creature is. When the cold winds of Alaska whisper across the tundra, the Godwits begin to rise, thousands of wings beating in unison. A sky that once belonged to silence now trembles with motion. They circle together, a great spiral of brown and white, and then the flock turns south. They do not glide casually, they do not stop to rest, they do not drift along the coastline. Instead, they head straight out over the endless Pacific Ocean. No turning back. No land for thousands of kilometers, just water, just wind, just the raw endurance of a creature that should not be able to doubt it is about to do. The flight begins over the cold northern seas. Winds push the birds backward, sideways, upward. Rain lashes against their wings, clouds swallow them whole, but the Godwit doesn't hesitate. Its wings beat again and again and again until the storm breaks. To survive, the bird must find the perfect tailwind, a current of moving air that will carry it like a river in the sky. Sometimes that river helps, sometimes it disappears, sometimes the wind turns against the flock and pushes them toward exhaustion. But the Godwit continues. It is not flying for hours. It is flying for days, days without stopping. Days without landing, days without sleeping. Any form we would recognize. Scientists once believed this was impossible, until satellite tags revealed the truth. The Bar-Tailed Godwit can stay awake in microbursts, resting half its brain at a time while the other half remains alert and auto-maintain flight. A human would fall from the sky. A machine would burn out. But this bird simply keeps going. Every beat of its wings is a victory. Every kilometer are miracles. Across the Pacific, the Godwits face a new enemy: hunger. Because the bird shut down its stomach before takeoff, it cannot eat. It cannot digest. It cannot replenish its energy. It must burn only what it stored before it left Alaska. Day after day, night after night, the bird burns its own fat to stay alive. As the flight enters its second week, the bird begins burning muscle. Its body shrinks, its wings grow lighter, its heart works harder than any heart its size has the right to, and still, it continues. At night, when the ocean below is nothing but darkness, the birds navigate by stars, by Earth's magnetic field, and perhaps by a sense we don't yet understand. Some scientists believe the Godwit sees magnetic lines glowing across the sky, a hidden map no human has ever seen. Storms rise again, tall waves smashing against invisible sky, winds reaching the strength of hurricanes. Some birds fall lost into the ocean forever, but most Keep flying, and then, after 8 days in the air, after 12,000 kilometers of non-stop endurance, after crossing a silent ocean larger than an entire continent, the Godwit see it, New Zealand. A green world rising. From the sea land safety rest, the flock descends, wings that have beaten without pause finally slow. The bird touches the earth for the first time since it left the Arctic. It is weak, exhausted, barely alive, but it has survived the greatest non-stop journey in the animal kingdom, and then something extraordinary happens. The bird begins to eat again, its intestines regrow, its stomach reawakens. Its body rebuilds itself as if nothing impossible ever happened. For months, the Godwits rest in New Zealand, feeding, storing energy, gaining the strength they will need for their next journey, because this trip was only one direction. In a few months they will fly again, north this time toward China, Korea, Alaska, a different route but still thousands of kilometers long, and when summer returns to the Arctic they will return to the very place they were born. They will raise new chicks, they will teach nothing, because instinct will teach everything, and then those chicks will grow feathers of their own and attempt the same impossible journey across the largest ocean on Earth. A journey that has happened for thousands of years, long before humans knew what migration was, long before navigation, long before civilization itself. The Bar-Tailed Godwit is not just a bird. It is a reminder, a living symbol, that nature still holds secrets far beyond our understanding. It is a creature that defies weakness, defies distance, defies the very idea of what life can survive. 12,000 kilometers, 8 days in the sky. No rest. No food. No fear, only determination, only instinct, only the will to finish what the journey demands. You've been watching Biography Plus, and if you believe the world still hides wonders waiting to be discovered, don't forget to like, share and subscribe, because some stories are not just stories, they are miracles that fly across the sky.